Alright guys, so we are back for the conclusion of this week's Pauper Ponderings, only on the Mana Base, and we were playing Zuberas. Now if you haven't watched and you're wondering what a Zubera is, why are you not watching? You should probably go back and watch the other videos before you watch the conclusion to the videos that I just made. But Zuberas are these 2-mana creatures that have death, or I guess like death rattle triggers if you want to talk Hearthstone. And through a combination of sacrifice creatures and reanimation spells for little creatures, we're able to gain value out of them. How did that work? Well, it worked pretty damn well, because against Grixis, we were able to empty their hand, and that's a deck that relies on having a lot of cards in their hand so they can empty for Thermo Alchemist, which is what we did, and we were able to get the W. Against Dimir Teachings, again, we were able to empty their hand and then attack with whatever we had left. Most of the time, it was a Carrion Feeder, and again, especially against Simic Fog, where it really relies on having those fogs in hand. Getting out an Ashen Strike Zubera or Ashen Skin Zubera, getting them to discard 4, 5, 6 cards in a turn, really made it so that their deck basically couldn't function, because it doesn't play to the board. It simply plays so that it doesn't take damage and eventually mills out their opponent. So I was very happy with that. Crypt Rats were good. We didn't play against any decks that required the Crypt Rats, but it was really against Dimir Teachings when we were able to win off a Multi 5 by essentially fireballing them with it. So if we want to get right into the good, the bad, and the ugly, what was good? Well, the Carrion Feeder was good. This card is very, very powerful. It is an attacker. It is a sacrifice outlet. It fuels a lot of these death and sacrifice strategies in Pauper, and it was very, very good. Plagued Rusalka, another card that we really, really leaned on, especially against Thermo Alchemist, to be able to kill creatures. Another sacrifice effect. The black is kind of rough, but again, it is very, very important to do that and to have that a good number of sacrifice outlets. And Viscerous here was all right too. In terms of the Rusalkas, or in terms of the Zuberas, Ashen Skin Zubera really proved its worth because we played against so many blue decks. I have a feeling in other series, if we would have played against any sort of aggro deck, the Ashen Skin Zuberas would have been pretty bad. We would have leaned more on the green and blue Zuberas, but I still think that they are good. And emptying your opponent's hand, especially in an aggro deck, in a format where it is all about card advantage, is very, very good. Now, what was the medium, or I guess the bad? Nothing really. We went 3-0. We can't really be too upset with anything. Other than Viscerous Seer being the worst sacrifice outlet, I was very happy. The problem is you can't sacrifice a Floating Dream Zubera to a Viscerous Seer and scry before you draw, which is kind of a feel bad. But that's the breaks. And ugly. Let's go to the ugly. Were there any uglies? Again, when you go 3-0, there's not a lot to complain about. I was very happy with this deck. Again, I cannot remember the guy who gave me the deck. He told me to play it. He told me it was good, and obviously it's good because I was very happy. I guess the ugly is 7th Edition Duress. I apologize. 7th Edition Duress is real greasy, but you know what? It does the job, and it's got this real nice white border, which looks great on Magic Online. I would have really liked to play against Delver. I know that I say that now, and when you come down to it, you don't want to play against Delver, but I think Spider Silk Armor would have been really, really good in that matchup. But yeah, I was very happy with this deck. I think that it is something that you can definitely try out. Is this an optimized list? I'd say it's pretty close. Like, I don't know if there's anything I would change. I was happy with almost all of it. I didn't get to do the Crypt Rats away 5 Zuberas, but it was good. And the amount of power that you had early on, where you were able to discard your opponent's hand on turn 4, was something I did not think was possible. And it definitely is with this deck. Undying, Evil, Unearth combine to form this really, really nice, efficient, strong package. And I was really, really happy with it. I was very happy with this deck, and this is definitely something that I can see me playing on my stream. And I stream every single Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., so make sure you check that out. And yeah, thank you. My name is Austin. This was Pauper Ponderings. You're watching this on the Mana Base. Check us out. Daily content every single day, from Cube to Altars to Commander to Sweet Brews and Modern to Sweet Brews and Standard. It's got everything for Magic players, by Magic players. My name is Austin. www.themanabase.com. Make sure you check it out, and I will see you guys next week.